No, don't look at the piano. Gosh. Let's go from left to right. So, Saki boy, you're first.
I'm afraid our conversation is of a more formal nature this time.
So the Major was murdered?
I'm pretty sure everyone was already told that at the fucking dinner dining table.
It appears so.
You can't think that I did it, though.
Why?
I will be questioning everyone over the course of the evening, and your cooperation will certainly speed up that process.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much standard routine. We speak to everybody, and if you're not guilty, then you got nothing to hide. Besides speaking with me, tell me about your movements before dinner.
I was here in the salon, minding my own business, enjoying my own company.
Right.
Minding your business from whom?
Comtesse, what's her name, and my brother. Apart from wanting to congratulate him for a great right hook, there was nothing I had to say to him.
Comtesse de Vos? And they will both confirm you were here?
If she had taken a moment to notice anything besides herself, she will tell you I was here the whole time.
The whole time, eh? Weren't you in the hall at one point? Then again, the Major was still alive when he came in here, so I guess that doesn't matter.
I think that is all for now. Merci for your time.
I definitely feel like he's got a sad backstory. Also, the portrait tells a complete different story with his face than what the model does. Like, the portrait tells like a really sad, like he's hiding a deep secret. Alright, Hugo, you're next. Seems to be all the men
Bonsoir,
first.
Monsieur Beckers. Merci for speaking with me.
Monsieur Poirot, or should it be Detective Poirot now?
Detective Poirot is perfect, merci. I would like to begin with a few questions.
Go right ahead, Detective Poirot.
Can you tell me where you were prior to dinner?
I took great pleasure in seeing the Major's ego as well as his face take a bruising. And then I made my way to the library.
I bet everyone enjoyed this bit. Them watching Major Buttfist get punched in the face, knocked out.
Well, you spoke with Mademoiselle Conrad.
And yourself? Yes.
We were the only two that you spoke with.
One of the servants brought me a drink and I was telling her about the benefits of joining a union. She didn't understand what it truly meant to be a part of something. Something bigger than just her. I was trying to explain to her how...
I don't know, Sam. I don't know why he's got a bin back on his head. Maybe he keeps his hair warm.
Monsieur.
Oh, yes, it was just the two of you, and the servant.
Which servant was it? Strange that he does not seem to recall seeing Monsieur da Silva in the library. That is weird. He was there. That's not looking good for...
And you are sure
Ernesto.
there was no one else present?
I'm not sure what you're getting at, Detective. You were there.
I was there indeed, and I saw the other person.
Merci, Monsieur Beckers. It has been a most enlightening conversation.
So were you there the whole time, Ernesto? Or is Hugo lying along with, what's her face? Jackie Gill.
Monsieur de Silva, merci for obliging me.
A detective comes to a party and a dead body shows up. Coincidental, don't you think?
I forgot how good his voice was.
A man's death is not a matter to joke on, monsieur.
But indeed. I do find it kind of odd. But then we're actually here on business. We're not here to enjoy a party.
Who said anything about a joke? I am saying what I see.
Interesting.
Then perhaps you can tell me what it was you saw this evening.
Darn it, Sam. He's not a porn star. I actually forgot what he did. I know he's something to do with business. And no, not fucking porn, Sam. Also, I noticed something odd about his character. Look at the model. You see his little chain thing? It's on his left here, right? The portrait, it's on his right. The theft gives game. What the fuck is this? Seems really odd. Where were you prior to dinner?
Following whatever that was in the hall, I moved to the library.
The oldest business news. The fuck was that? Buffy? I swear I just heard a sneeze, but no one is around to sneeze. Like, what? Huh? Confuzzled. So yeah, we can confirm he was in the library, we saw him.
Is there anyone that can confirm that?
Yeah, this is interesting. Is he gonna say Hugo?
Miss Conrad and Beckers were in there, arguing about something. The books held my interest far more than their conversation.
I love how to say, don't eavesdrop on conversations, yet meanwhile Ernesto was in that room, fucking he could hear every single word they were saying. But according to him, he wasn't paying attention. Books, indeed, books. Yes, books and books. You filthy minded.
You did not speak with them until dinner was served?
What was that, dear?
Disgusting.
Yep.
Shame upon him.
Yep, Sam was disgusting.
I had no reason to get involved with their little spat. It was clear they didn't want me to hear, and that suited me just fine.
Nope, nothing new at all. So wait. So maybe they just didn't notice he actually entered the room. Yes, John, disgusting. Yeah, maybe they just didn't know he entered the room. Very odd.
Merci for your cooperation.
So, Hugo just said he didn't see Ernesto. We do know Ernesto was in there, because that's where we spoke to him. I wonder if what's-her-face Jackie is going to tell the same story. If so, then I think those two are in cahoots of doing something against the Major. After all, we know Hugo's a big Union supporter, and Jackie loves a good drama, gossip stuff. Why all the men lined up together and then you got the ladies? Really done.
Monsieur Demir, I am sorry your celebrations have taken a rather dark turn.
No. It's not a dark turn at all. Buttface is dead. Let's celebrate. Yay! For the record, I do not condemn murder. No, murder is a horrible thing. But Buttface is dead. Yay! But murder is a horrible thing, everyone. Yay, Buttface is dead.
As am I, Detective. I hope we will be able to bring this investigation to an end post-haste.
Hopefully so, Gideon. Hopefully so.
With your cooperation, I will do my very best.
Besides your time in the hall, where were you before we were summoned to the dining room?
I was here in the salon. I thought I would have a moment of peace to calm myself, but the Comtesse and my brother followed behind.
Murder, no, right? Murder's so great. When it's in a game, or in some story. Real life, no. Murder's horrible in real life. Stories, murder's great. I sound so horrible, don't I? So yeah, I think it sounds like we can rule out Gideon, Saki Boy, and Marge. I'll just call him Marge. It's easier for me.
Did they inquire into the reasons behind the fight in the hall?
I think they both saw it as some light entertainment, more than anything else.
Well, I mean, we got confirmation from Sak that he took the cigar, and then you, sir, took the cigar. And then that's when the Major came in?
The Comtesse does not strike me as one to enjoy violence.
No, but she probably enjoyed seeing the Major get fallen flat on his face. Yes, clearly I mean a group of crows. Yes, a meadow of crows. What the feck? What happened to the voice? Okay, not so much violence, but karma for the Major, perhaps. You did not hear how he spoke to my wife-to-be. She's still rather upset about the whole thing, I can imagine.
If you would be so kind as to stay here, I may require your help further.
Alright, let's talk to Marge now.
Countess, I am sorry our next conversation must be under such formal circumstances.
It is not the first time Felix has ruined a good party.
Oh, do share.
The current state of tonight's celebrations is the least of my priorities, Countess.
Well, it's at the top of mine, detective. I did not come here for a wake.
The man just died, fucking hell. I know he's a fucking idiot, but come on now. Thing is an asshole, so yeah, he's dead.
Perhaps then we should proceed with my questions and you can get back to celebrating.
What a weird way to word it.
It would be my pleasure, chérie.
We spoke earlier. Did you remain here in the salon until dinner was served?
I did. I thought by staying in one place, it would be easy for the staff to bring me my drinks. How wrong I was.
What do you mean?
And who else was present in here?
Are you talking about how the staff were all over the place and never going back to the same spot? But just staying in one place may make you not a big suspect because of Gideon and Sack.
The handsome groom-to-be and his brother, although Zachariah, is it, made a rather sharp exit at one stage.
Oh?
Did he say where he was going?
He barely said 2 words to either of us. I think he was more concerned with his drink.
Are we talking about like earlier today when that happened? I never to notice Monsieur Dim was drinking, and yet no one seems concerned.
Merci, Countess. If I have any further questions, I shall be sure to come and find you.
Right, so that just leaves Jackie. Are you going to confirm
Mademoiselle Conrad, I am sure you understand the delicate nature of the situation.
Now, is Jackie going to confirm what I'm going to think? Is she going to say she never saw Ernesto? Or specifically not mention his name, and they just say it was just her and Hugo, and Poirot at one point, and a staff member at one point? Okay, so then I'll be very sus of these two more than Ernesto, but if that's the case, I know Ernesto's going to be the main suspect for the moment.
I knew I had seen your face before. You were just an officer when that story hit the paper.
No, Jackie. I'm the one asking questions here. You fucking focus. You're not you may be a journalist, but you're not fucking writing a paper right now. We have fucking murder mystery. You fucking sit there, be a witness slash suspect, whatever. I don't know if you were even a murderer. You probably nothing to do with the actual crime. But I'm a detective. I ask you the questions, you answer them, and we move on. Okay? Good.
You have a très bon memory, mademoiselle. That was a long time ago.
Look, Paul, come on, let's focus.
You can't escape the past, especially when you go and do something like that.
That is very true, but one can learn from it and create a better future.
What would you say to an
Please, mademoiselle. Catching the Major's killer is my sole concern right now.
There we go. Thank you, Paul. Thank you. Let's bring this back on topic. So we can shake that killer's hand. I mean, what?
Now, if you would be so kind, I have some questions for you.
Tell me about your evening since your arrival.
I arrived, unpacked my bags in my room, and made it downstairs just in time to see the Major take a right hook from Gideon. And then I went to check out the library.
I wish I saw the punch.
And you were joined by Monsieur Beckers.
And Ernesto, or Monsieur Silver, as you say. But after he ignored my attempt at pleasantries, I left him to his book in the corner.
Oh, she actually registered that he was there. So Hugo's just a fucking idiot then.
And your conversation with Monsieur Beckers that I interrupted.
You are a persistent one, aren't you? Makes sense now I know who you really are. You'll just have to wait and read about it in the paper like everyone else.
But no, I want the gossip now. I mean, back to fucking murder. I'm a detective, not drama. Madame Conrad still remains tight-lipped about her discussion with Monsieur Beckers, but a hint at reading about it in the newspaper makes me believe it may be a much grander nature than expected.
You have been most helpful.
What?
I request you do not go too far. Merci.
Barely did anything with that conversation. What the feck? She fucking led that conversation. Poor, what the hell, man? That was not up to your usual standards. I'm disappointed in you, boy. Oh, we got 6 links. Oh, let's get cracking here. Right, let's get everyone's alibis sorted out. And we also need to work out when the murder actually happened. I'm guessing it was before dinner. So it was at some point. Hey now, he's doing his best. He's still in his early days. This is before he became a legend detective. But then again, no one actually calls him a great detective at the moment, do they? Wait.
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
They confirm each other's appearance in the saloon. Yep, Gideon and Zack said they saw each other, along with Marge. And Gideon was also...
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
Marge and Gideon confirm each other's appearance in the saloon. So these two have got a solid alibi. Unless they're, accomplices with each other, then that'll screw us up. But however, apparently Zack left the room at one point. I thought Marge said both brothers left.
I must act on... Is there something...
Alright, we'll ignore that one then for now. But Hugo and Jackie were talking together?
Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment of genius.
Jackie and Hugo confirm each other's appearance in the library. Yeah. And Ernesto said Hugo and Jackie had an argument of something going on between the two, had like a big discussion. And Jackie did say it. She saw Ernesto there.
What a revelation!
Which I didn't think was going to happen. I thought she was going to say Ernesto, wasn't it? They didn't see Ernesto, and then the game was going to throw Ernesto as the main suspect, because then these two said they didn't see him, and then it would fall back in their faces. They confirm each other's appearances in the library. I've still got 2.
Order and method.
Wario, I don't know what the other 2 links are. These control each other.
Come, my little grey cell.
I wonder if Gideon's protecting Zack.
I cannot see the logic in...
I need a hint. Ernesto was looking in the library.
Some would say a lucky guess.
Huh.
I would...
Hugo failed to mention seeing Ernesto in the library. Indeed, that is true. So we need to speak to Hugo again. Zack went missing.
Magnifique.
He didn't say he saw Zack the whole time. Marge claims Zack stepped out of the room, but Gideon did not mention it. Was his missing time accounted for? Indeed, I wonder. So we need to talk to Hugo and Zack, because those two are sus right now. Hugo, stop being sus, boy. What's going on? Why did you not
Whatever
mention
you require, Detective.
Why you not mention her Nesta?
I know you are probably used to dealing with criminals, but not everyone is trying to hide something.
Really now? You say that?
I hope for your sake that you do not hide anything from me.
What is it you think I'm hiding?
I struggle to believe you did not know of Monsieur da Silva's presence in the library.
Is that what this is about? I saw him hiding in the corner, pretending to read. I'd be surprised if he even could. I did not speak to him, and he certainly didn't make any attempt to speak with me.
So, you lied to me earlier. Boy, that could be a criminal offence for lying to somebody like me. Let me just quickly check. Discord? Discord? Flippin' OBS, not Discord. Right, so yeah, everything seems to be running A-okay.
Monsieur Demire invited you here to speak with him. You didn't see that as a fitting time too?
I was speaking with Jacqueline, and quite frankly, I was in no mood to be dealing with that man.
I see. Monsieur Beckers is courageous and a figure in his planning, but his execution does not share such confidence. You see.
Merci, Monsieur Beckers. It has been a most enlightening conversation.
That doesn't fucking answer anything. Why the fuck did you not say to the start with that he was there? Are you trying to make him look guilty? That'll make you look guilty. Alright, Saki boy. What's going on? Explain.
I'm an open book, Poirot.
Actually, the way he said that. Oh. That actually sounded really good.
I told you already. I was here in the salon.
I didn't even read what the flipping I just clicked on. I just flipping blanked. I literally blanked what that said.
And you did not leave even once.
Well, I had to use the bathroom. I didn't realize I had to update you every time nature called.
Zack? I can't believe I'm actually using this line against not that isn't Sam. It's okay, Zack. Why are you lying for? What? Come on now, you're being very sus. What do you mean? I asked you were you in the saloon the whole time. You said yes. Find out you weren't here the whole time. Fucking... You went to the finger quote bathroom. I don't know if I believe you, boy.
You may keep your calls of nature to yourself, merci. And then you returned to the salon.
I'm glad I entertained you all. No, my slipper fell off. No. Hey, panic over. I'll retrieve my slipper and I'll put it back on my foot. Oh, I didn't even realise... Wait, no, I don't know. It was previous stream. Never mind. I thought Ainsley redeemed something, but then just really looked at the time and realised, hold on, the time doesn't match. Nowhere near.
If you don't believe me, ask Archibald. He saw me on his way up to the study.
Ah, alright.
I think that is all for now. Merci for your time.
Could have said that in the first place and fucking saved me the fucking trouble. Archie, can you confirm this, please? It's nice to have someone else, you know,
Can you
confirm
confirm
alibis.
seeing Monsieur Demire in the hall this evening?
Zachariah, yes. I was on my way with a bottle of whiskey to the Major. He shouted a rather ignorable greeting to me and asked for directions to the bathroom.
I presume you showed him the way?
Aye, Detective. I showed him to the hall bathroom. I didn't think it was wise to attempt the stairs, not in that state.
It says not in his state. Where the fuck did that come from? Subtitles, man, get it right. Alright, so he used to bathroom in the hallway of the hall. You know, the Walla Mansion place. I haven't actually used that quote. I'm disappointed myself. Well, yeah. 2 links. Right, so his absence occurred by Archie, so...
I must take a different
What?
approach if
Really? Okay, here we go. Briefly missing.
the
There you go.
pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
There you go, so it was the wrong one. They're pretty much similar wording. Archie confirmed Sack's movement out of the salon, however brief.
Another
Yeah.
success. I never doubted myself.
Alright, Paul, calm down. Fucking big eagle man here. What was I going to say? So yeah, that is the time is way too brief that he couldn't murder the man and also fucking hide evidence. Because if you remember, the scene of the crime was well tidied up. However, we haven't spoken to any of the staff, so that is a big thing. So we don't just have these guests as suspects, we have a lot of the staff members as well. Along with Bitchface and Angeline. Gideon, Sack and Marge were all in the salon, at least for some time altogether. Surely someone else is to blame. Yeah, and Archie's looking very sus because he went to the study. And it wasn't him that found the body, it was, what's her name? Is it Anne? I want to say it's Anne. I think her name's Anne, the servant, the other maid that isn't Elizabeth. Because Elizabeth was in the dining room when we got found out. Wiley out and down here.
This will not get me. I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
Right, there we go. Hugo and Ernesto now confirm each other's appearance in the library. Fucking Hugo, tell me the information straight.
What a revelation!
Oh, fucking hell. Fucking hell, he said that with excitement. Hugo, Ernesto and Jackie support each other's versions of events. Someone else must be responsible, surely. Well, if Ernesto can confirm those two were in there the whole time, that was my theory. So that leaves Archie, the rest of the staff, which I think there's 3 other members? 4, but a push? I can't remember. So that leaves what? And then Angeline and Cassandra. So that's what? About 6 people to talk to? There's still quite a lot of suspects. But then again, like, do we know for sure when he was murdered? Well, I mean, it's got to be before the dinner, because we have spoken to him today, alive. Obviously, we saw the aftermath of the punch scene. He had a good smoke outside. And then what, that was the last we saw him when he was outside smoking. We didn't actually see him come back in. So it must have happened while we were talking to one of the other guests. Because Paul was always around talking to someone, so... Maybe Paul could actually, be someone's alibi, thinking about it. But then, time-wise, we don't know where Paul exactly was when the murder took place. So it's really hard to go, okay, we know who he was actually with to rule out those people. I'm suspicious of Archie, to be fair. And he could also be Elizabeth. Elizabeth does have a big motive to kill the Major. I didn't actually read that, for fuck's sake. God damn it. Even with like minutes apart, they all have like some kind of alibi, so none of these people could have done it apart from maybe Archie. They all cover their grounds. Come, my little grey souls, let us solve this mystery. What do you mean classic bow? It's not classic enough about it. I read. Majority of the time. I actually thought I read it already. Maybe I did when I was talking and I just completely forgot what he said. Although I did do a big quick sum up. That did not you the sort of decide. Perhaps a more direct approach considering their potential motives were with you more. Oh, I still interrogating these people. Oh, okay. Okay. So these 6 are still in the running. Oh, okay. How would... Okay. But let's go. But you have motives to kill. Okay, we feel everything. This time let's go right to left. Because honestly, I don't want to leave Jackie for last and her flipping giving me the runaround. Poirot, lead the conversation and
You came
don't
to the right
step
place.
on...
What do you need?
Are you going to reveal everything? Okay. I thought Poirot was going to step on Margie's feet or something. What did you know of the victim? Yeah, come on, you're a journalist. You tell me everything. Tell me all the gossip.
I know that he was not the good and honest man he liked to think he was.
In what sense?
If you spoke to him for longer than 5 minutes, you'd know. I've met people in dark alleys I trust before him.
Damn, you don't trust him at all? I mean, to be fair, I don't trust him. He's flipping got an innocent girl flipping locked up. And goodness knows what happened to her after that.
And on the occasions when you did speak with him, what was discussed?
I'm sorry, Poirot. If you're looking for a deep-seated secret between me and him, you're going to be disappointed.
Yeah, sorry about that. Ugh. What do you mean? With all the secrets, I'm a detective. Madame Conrad is wise to the nature of this question. She knows exactly what and what not to say. This nut may be harder to crack than first expected. Yeah, she's going to be a hard one to crack for sure. As you were previously speaking with him, I assume you know Monsieur Beckers as well then? See, I'll read it.
That man has got some real anger issues. I get why he's frustrated. He's trying his best for the workers, but holding on to rage like that, something's gonna burst.
A man suppressing his anger and a murdered body. The most amateur detective could see a connection. I doubt it's Hugo.
You have been most helpful. I request you do not go too far. Merci.
There you go. I can't rule it out, but then he's got an alibi, so I can't see how he could have done it. Unless we're going to say he got murdered at a complete different time, but then the Major was alive not that long ago.
I am all yours, detective.
Who? What, Jackie, the journalist? The gossip lady? I honestly don't know. I noticed certain characters are a bit more quieter than others, though. Did you ever speak to the Major about how he treated Madame van den Bosch?
Why would I actively choose to speak to that wretched man?
Well, we know you sent a letter to his fucking room.
You were quite adamant of your protection of Madame. If he was as awful as you portrayed him to be, there must have been some words spoken, or perhaps written?
Voice like a truck horn.
He was quite aware of how I felt towards him, and the lengths he has gone to remain close to the family. That is all that needs to be said.
I must admit, I would not want to be on the receiving end of your tongue's wrath, Countess.
Wise thinking, detective.
Wait, what did she say? A blanked? What the fuck? My brain just blanked on me. At least we got the mind map. The mind map's going to tell me all the answers. I hate my brain. It does sometimes it just, goes. And I read stuff, I listen to it, but it doesn't register it. And so I'm like, what just happened? I'm sure you have noticed Madame van den Bosch's absence.
I imagine she will have shed a tear for him, but she should not waste any more.
You know what? I wish Adventure Point and Click Games did follow a feature from the visual novels where you can go back and read all the text. Like visual novels, you have the option to save it anytime, anywhere. You can go into the menu anytime you want. Here you can't. You can't actually go to the menu when you're talking to someone. Huh, interesting. But like visual novels, you can literally click. You can go how fast you want the text to scroll, if you want it auto-played for you. And along with, in case you accidentally skipped something, you can then go in the text log and read it. Like, majority of visual novels have that kind of feature, and I do love that about the visual novels. They're really, really great in that way. But here, also, I wish like things like adventure point and click games, so like this one and all the other great ones, had some kind of feature like that. It's like a little thing that would help a lot for some people that may have accidentally skipped it or would need to reread something that happened earlier in the conversation. I would love it.
You don't think she would? Or you don't want her to?
I've done it again because I was too busy talking about what I wanted.
I have made it quite clear what I think of that man, alive or dead. I would not want her to waste anything further on him.
Right, you're talking about Cassandra. I don't know who has the sharper tongue. Madame van den Bosch or the Comtesse is clearly a close race for the first place. Damn. Yeah, but the Comtesse isn't an asshole. There's that. She's got that going for her. Why, bitch-face is an asshole. You have explained that the Major was trying to remain close to the family, but not why.
He was a disgusting leech that was driven only by money and power, like most men.
I don't know what to think of how she said like most men. Also, what the fuck was he leeching off Cassandra who fucking had to keep selling stuff to fucking make money? He's fucking in the wrong place for that.
I can assure you not all men are concerned with such egotistical wealth.
Yeah, we got Poirot. He's just a bit of an egomaniac, but he doesn't care about money.
That may be, but they are few and far between. I believe you are a special case, Detective Poirot.
Oh, thanks, Marge.
It is not the first time I have been described in such a way.
Alright, don't get too proud about it now. Poirot.
Embrace the compliment, Detective. You have set yourself apart from the horrid crétins that seem to somehow make their way into positions of authority and power.
And that is what the Major was doing? Using Madame van den Bosch as his ladder to the top?
You are finally seeing the man he was. A weak and self-indulgent social climber.
Of course, because despite being really shitty, Cassandra does... Because she's married into a rich family, a very powerful family from the sounds of it. Like, her husband was apparently this amazing man that is well known, well liked, from what I've heard. He was obviously dead before this game began. So the Major is trying to take as much glory as he can before Cassandra just ruined the name in general. Because Cassandra is really shitty. She's been selling all her stuff to try and pay money for the house, phones and stuff. I don't know how they can win this place. Because even though Gideon's excited about the family fortune, he seems richer than the family. Like, he's the one that's been paying money to help support the family, along with Ernesto sitting there. Yet meanwhile, they talk about them having this big, massive power, wealth, and they have this big mansion. It's really impressive. I'll give you that. This mansion is impressive. I like it a lot. But money-wise, I don't know where they get the money to hire staff, or even to be able to keep this place running, because Cassandra has been selling a lot of stuff, and Angeline, I don't think has a job to really get more money coming in. I don't know. So Ernesto must have been given a lot of money in, and I think the Major also chipped in as well, despite trying to bleach money off them. It's really confusing. The contest has certainly opened my eyes to the Major's true ambitions with the Van den Bosch family. I wonder if Madame herself is aware of his greed and hunger for social recognition. If she doesn't, she's a feckin' idiot. but I imagine Cassandra is a bit smarter than she lets on. Although then again, she was blaming the fucking servant girl that she kept eyes on the whole time, that gives the girl an alibi, but still blames the girl. And the girl still gets the fucking... becomes the suspect crime, like... gets turned into the one responsible even though she didn't do it. Like, fucking hell. This is very curious indeed, this whole family in general.
Merci, Countess. If I have any further questions, I shall be sure to come and find you.
Yeah, I realised I've talked a lot of my thoughts on the family in general, and so far this just leaves more questioning, and Fluffy just had a good stretch and she leaves the room, probably off to get some noms. Well, we're done talking to the ladies, so it's just all the men left to talk to. Hopefully it doesn't leave me with as many questions, but probably will. Got the men trying to marry to get more money and power. I don't know what makes this family so good, because the only reason this family is so well known and adds a lot of fame is because of the Viscount, who's been dead for quite a long while now. And the family clearly don't have that much money, because Cassandra's been selling a lot of their paintings and stuff, any object worth value.
No trouble at all. How can I help?
I didn't say anything. With the joining of your two families and the Major being around so much, I assume you know him well?
I knew of him more than actually knowing him myself. In the past, he made his feelings towards my brother and I quite clear.
Yeah, I know he doesn't like you two. I'm not 100% sure why still.
And that was not in a positive way.
Because it sounds like Sack knew him from the war. And what we know is the Major has been trying to leech off the family, and maybe he thinks Gideon's trying to do the same thing. I mean, Gideon has confirmed he wants money.
I certainly wouldn't call trying to get Angeline to postpone the engagement positive.
Oh yeah, I forgot he tried to fucking stop the wedding. I spoke with your brother earlier. He was certainly enjoying himself.
What do you mean?
Surely you know.
I do not mean to pry, only I imagine the whole room was aware of his celebrating with a bottle.
You must be mistaken. Neither my brother nor I drink.
Gideon? Are you blind? The man's been drinking all night. The dude's been drinking all night. What the fuck's he on about? What? Huh? What? Yeah? What? Gideon, what? Surely you of all people would know your brother. I mean, when we first fucking entered the mansion, the first thing we saw was Sat trying to fucking get a drink. I don't know how he could not have noticed the state of the brother's... What the fuck did I just read? He could not have noticed the state his brother was in. Perhaps one does not see what one does not want to believe. Huh.
We are
How's your relationship?
But what brothers are?
Fair? Wouldn't say I'm super close to my brothers. I get along with them. Speak to them every now and then, kind of.
I would argue that many are.
I suppose there's obviously going to be brothers that are super close, best friends kind of thing. Or siblings in general. Hey, Fluffy. Okay, she's going back for a nap. Okay. She's had her food and now she's gone back to nap.
We've lived very different lives. Our priorities are different. He does not see things the way I do. There isn't much more to say.
Fair enough. I mean, yeah, they are quite different. I imagine they do keep in contact. I mean, after all, Sack's here. There is clearly more to uncover here. I shall return to the mail when I have the feud that is required to get the answers. For now, Paul, are you going to stir the pot? I'd like to ask you about your work with the Union.
I have lent my voice to some discussions. I have tried to facilitate meetings. Just positive support.
Does that positive support include sending letters to those on the opposing side?
Well, Poirot, just fucking tell him that you know.
Detective Poirot, I'm not sure what you think I have done.
Send a letter.
Monsieur, a letter has been found threatening the Major of what might happen if he does not act promptly, and now he has wound up dead.
You think my sending him a letter, warning him not to get involved, means I murdered him?
Is that basically confirmation that you sent the letter?
At this time, it is certainly reason for me to be suspicious.
I have been funding the strikes, Detective. These men deserve fair treatment, and a wage that fits the hard work they undertake every single day.
I can support that. Good job, Gideon. I support that a lot. Workers deserve fair treatment and money. To all the rich assholes that complain about, oh, I'm paying too much tax, woe is me, money, 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 even though they're fucking rich and can afford fucking 10 times as much as a hard-working worker. Of course, not all rich people are assholes. There are rich people that do help, like this guy. Which makes it even more weird that he's fucking marrying, that he's excited about the money. I'm sure that was in the mind map at some point as well.
The Major didn't see that. All he cared about was the money for his services, and that is all I care to discuss.
Wait, they were paying the Major for his services? What the fuck did the Major even do here? It appears Monsieur's letter was at least written with noble intentions, but he's still hesitant to talk more on the Major's association.
If you would be so kind as to stay here, I may require your help further.
Oh, oops, that was me hitting the cable for the headset. Very sus. I am sus about this. Still though, they all got alibis, so I don't think any of these people killed him. Or is that just what makes me want to believe? Huh. I'm very curious.
More questions? I suppose so.
Well, I am a detective and there's a murder to fucking solve. Can you tell me more about your relationship with the deceased?
Felix, I didn't know him that well. We spoke a handful of times. I met him through Cassandra. I thought him to be rather pompous.
I don't know him that well, I just call him by his first name, despite almost no one else doing that. And yes, of course, Cassandra by the first name. And what one thought popped into my head thinks that he does that anyway because he's not from here, so back where did he say he was from again? I can't remember. But outside of England, maybe it's... Then again, we're not in England, are we? No, we're not. Are we? No, we're not. Are we? I don't know, where are we? Where are we? We're in a snowy mansion. Yeah, we're not in England, look at that snow. It doesn't snow like that in England. I mean, maybe back then, but nowadays, no, definitely not. Maybe? I don't know. I seriously don't know. But maybe where he's from, maybe it's normal to call people by their first names. Like nowadays, it's normal to call someone by their first name rather than go Mr. or Miss, Ms. Whatever the last name is, Smith. Smith as an example. But then again, I think he did mention surnames, so my thinking quickly got overruled by... I'm sure he mentioned Hugo by his surname earlier, along with Jackie. I could be wrong on that, though.
But you remained polite, as any gentleman would.
Of course.
Of course.
Okay, and let's just steal my lines. I may as well just talk for him. Of course. The negative opinion of the Major is rather... ubiquitous? Fucking hell, I've not heard that word before. I'm yet to meet someone with a particularly positive view of him. If we find someone that talks about the Major in a positive light, that is the suspect, because that is very sus if someone's speaking nice about the Major. So I may not be streaming for much longer. I've been doing for 2 hours and a half, but I will probably try and do the rest of this room unless we have another big gathering of questioning each of these 6 characters. And Archie. I mean, we haven't actually spoken to Archie in general yet. Right, oh my god, how much stuff have we got to talk about? Why don't you tell me more about your relationship with Madame Vendôme Bosque?
What is there to say? She's a remarkable woman, and I admire her. Even after Edwin's death, she held herself with such poise.
Did she now? Did she?
It sounds as though you hold her in the highest regard.
Indeed it does.
And why shouldn't I? Women these days could take a leaf out of her book on how to present themselves.
What, be a pompous bitch? No, I don't think women should take a fucking page out of her book. I think they should burn her book and whip it to shreds. Put it in the shredder. Bum. You said you had talked with the Major a few times. About what exactly?
He had approached me about doing some business together. I like to know who I'm getting into bed with first.
Ernesto, you're not flipping up in the case of what I just read in the chat. Sam said, she studied my latest porn film. The last sentence Ernesto said, I'd like to know who I'm getting to bed with first. For fuck's sake. For fuck's sake. He's not a porn star, Sam. Oh my gosh. Ernesto, fucking help us out. You're making this man. Porn power. I don't even want to know about the business they've been doing together. I don't want Sam filling in the gaps of what they plan to do together.
And you both went ahead with your business venture.
Not so much a business venture, more security related. But there is no need to discuss that any further.
Are you sure? There's plenty to discuss. What the fuck do you mean by security related compared to being business?
Is there something you wish to remain hidden about your partnership, monsieur?
I'm gonna ignore Sam now.
It was far from a partnership. I hired him to run security at my factories. If the workers were going to get violent, I wanted to make sure I was ready to protect my property.
Wait, we're talking about the Major, right? You hired the Major to fucking keep the workers in line? I mean, I heard he's got powerful friends in the police force, which made Paul's job a lot harder. God darn. I'm gonna see how well that's fucking turned out. Both you and the Major have been very supportive of Madame Vendôme Bosque over the years. N'est-ce pas?
That is correct.
And the reason for your support was always of a purely platonic nature.
Sure.
If you're trying to insinuate that I was expecting something in return, you can remove your head from the gutter.
Hey now, Poe's not a dirty-minded fellow. We got someone in the chat that can get their head out of the gutter though.
I meant no offense. I'm only trying to understand the dynamic of your relationship.
I may need to approach this in a different manner. Perhaps I should speak with the Comtesse on this.
Merci
Great.
for your cooperation.
Gotta speak to her about it. Let's do that now, in fact.